Welcome to Fashionably Spiritual, a space for modern, soul-led conversations and high-frequency living for the ever-evolving and empowered self. Host Nancy Muratalla is a dedicated international spiritual medium, healer, and mentor. Nancy is passionate about using her abilities to not only support others in their healing journey, but also to teach them how to connect with their inner spiritual selves. Host Jennifer Rose is an international spiritual medium, healer, channeler, mentor, and spiritual guide. She encourages others to live a purposeful and empowered life through the Know Thyself journey, conscious living, and the power of unconditional love. Full of candor, soulful insight, and feminine fierce, Fashionably Spiritual shines to guide you on your soul's journey of aligning and elevating, all while finding inspiration for your own unique spiritual expression and personal energetic style. Now, here are your hosts, Jennifer Rose and Nancy Muratalla.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Hi, Jennifer. Hello, Miss Rose. How are you?
Hi, Nancy. How's my fashionista doing?
Oh, fantastic. So happy
I like to call you the fashion queen. Everybody's a special kind of queen. You're the fashion queen.
It's been very chilly being a fashion queen. I've had to move on to the sweater fashion because it's so chilly out.
Yeah, it really has been cold. Storming in Texas at the moment. Yeah.
And
we're not used to rain in California.
We're moving now back into our summer weather temporarily, I'm assuming, but who knows for California.
Yeah. We're supposed to have a couple of days of getting kind of warm/hot again for Thanksgiving, and then it's going to drop again too. So, hi, Evelyn. Hi, Arnie. So, yeah, we're not used to it here. So we're just a kind of little like rain in November. What? What?
I know. The minute it gets cold and our skin starts to feel dry, we're like, no. This is not right. We don't like it.
I know. And everybody around everybody in someplace cold is like, really? Okay. Okay.
I know.
So anyway, welcome to Fashionably.
I always feel so guilty. I know. I always feel so guilty when we talk about our cold weather because it's not even close to anybody else's.
Yeah. You all be wearing shorts probably over here. Hi, Jennifer. So
hi, Heidi.
But anyways, welcome everybody to Fashionably Spiritual. Very happy to be here with you today on this beautiful Monday evening. It's early morning in the UK, a little past 2 a.m. So thank you for staying up with us. Yes. If you could please at some point hit the little heart like button for us to help keep the algorithms going. A little hashtag live, a share, a follow, a tag, subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. Helps us ladies out too. We do have a few quick announcements and then we'll get started. And hello to everybody who's joined us. I see Heidi is joining us as well. And hey girl from Colorado. We've got our next Fashionably Spiritual, I think is in 2 weeks. It's coming up soon because we do once a month, but it just happened to fall sooner than later, whereas this one was later than sooner.
It is. It's Monday, December 8th, due to the upcoming holidays. Yes.
Okay. So that will be our next one. And then we've got on the 13th, right, Nancy? We've got an in-person demonstration in Orange County with Miss Kelly Brickle and Lynn Juno. We're going to be at the Sanctuary in Tustin doing a live mediumship demonstration. So we're getting ready to post that any minute now. Kelly will be doing that. So stay tuned, everybody. If you're in the SoCal area, we would love to see you. It'll be a lot of fun. Hope for the holidays.
Love that.
Yes. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Every year I typically get off pretty easy. I go to my sister's house and I'm only required to make my infamous sweet potatoes that my mother kind of handed down to us and desserts. So I feel like I get off pretty easy not having to prepare the whole meal. So I'm really excited about that. How about you? I have a feeling the beach is involved in some of the hands.
I have some family members coming over to my place, and so yeah, there'll be a lot of cooking, but I think I'll have a little bit of help. But yeah, it is a very warm day. I just don't know if we'll actually have time to get over there, but maybe Friday after the live, we'll see how it goes. Because I've got Paul Bond, my magic realism artist, coming on Friday, so I'm really excited. So we're going to be doing another art show on Friday, so I'm super excited about that. So we'll see if I can get a chance. But yeah, I'll just be happy to see the blue sky out the window too, and have the weather a little warmer.
It's beautiful. So when you're all online with your Black Friday shopping, tune into Jennifer's Embracing Infinity.
Yes, please. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see you then. That's going to be a lot of fun too. But yeah, I need to get some Black Friday things too. I have some tech stuff I need to get for my business. So I'm looking forward to getting a discount on that. So
I know. Hopefully, fingers crossed, there'll be somewhat decent deals, huh?
Yeah, I hope so too. Hey, Lynn's here with us too. She's going to be doing the demonstration with us too. Yes. So, all right. How's everybody doing?
You know, I don't, do they even do, because I can remember I didn't always participate in the whole, getting up super early in the morning on Friday or leaving Thanksgiving early to go to the Black Friday deals. Do they even do that anymore? Or is everything online?
That's a good question. Probably a little bit of both, but I think they started kind of like all week long. So to kind of mitigate, but I think the bulk, like probably the best savings you're going to get are probably going to be on that one day. Heidi's dad is cooking, so all they have to do is bring a little dinner. Something.
Oh, good
job, Heidi's dad. We like that. We like men who cook. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. I will say, first of all, I feel like the holidays came so quickly, which they always do. I mean, I feel like we just started 2025. However, I'm not sad to go to a new beginning. It's time. But I feel like the holidays come so quickly. And I will say that, even being my age, your holidays change a lot. And, as you lose, parents, loved ones, they definitely change a lot. And, different family members kind of like take the lead and, things that your mom used to host, you hope other family members can. So for me, it's really comforting that my sisters, we all kind of cook the same, like our mother did, thankfully. Mm-hmm. So I'm cherishing that I still have that. It can be really rough.
Yeah, things change too. Because like you said, we have loved ones who pass away or people move out, kids grow up and leave the nest and all of these different changes. And so then we're just like, oh, wow, everybody's like so spread out. We're not all like together, the same way we were before. So it's like, you just appreciate what you have. So it's always good reminders. And that's what Thanksgiving is about. I know over there in the UK, I don't think that's the holiday that you celebrate, but it's still for all of us a good time just to take a moment and really think about all the things that we're grateful for, that we're because we are blessed in so many different ways. So
Kim Princess, I agree with you. Like I said, my holidays have definitely changed. And some years I feel really, really sad about it. Other years, I feel like I try to create new traditions. But I'm right there with you. People are gone and it's so apparent. And honestly, even like Jennifer was saying, like people are moving away, whether they're your immediate family or your cousins, they're moving away. And it's not always feasible, to jump on a plane and go get together. It's rough out there, everything's really expensive now, and it's rough. So I understand what you're saying, Kim. So honestly, new traditions can be made. And you know what? Some years, volunteer, you can spend your time like any church, even if you're not a member of that church, you can visit like a nearby church, see what they're doing. If you can volunteer to help feed, there's a lot of things that we can do to kind of help lift our spirits a little bit.
Yeah, I love that idea. I love that idea about volunteering and helping out others too. So we need that right now. We need kindness, kindness and help.
Yep.
It's
Yeah, Evelyn, my drawers are next. She's saying I'm having some grief, but feels good to clear, clear, clear. I'm getting ready to do drawers now. I did my
yeah.
closets.
I'm getting ready to do closets, and then I'll do drawers. I gotta do closets. But I have noticed, I was like, I know I can get rid of that, that, and that, and that. So if I already have that in my radar, then it's just like get a bag and shove it in and drive it over.
Yep, exactly.
I'm totally ready. That's a
Yeah,
great thing to
yeah,
do.
yep. Yeah, one year for Thanksgiving, we actually, my son and my husband and I, we volunteered at the church, and it was really nice. It was a really good feeling, and not only that, but we kind of bonded as a family, kind of helping others, and it really lifted our spirits that year. I will tell you.
Yeah. We need connection. It just is. We need
Yeah,
connection. We're human beings, we're mammals, and we are biologically designed for connection. And the smallest amount of connection that you can give to somebody can make a huge difference in their world and in their lives. So
yeah,
it's important of just like coming back together in that way, you know.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I know, Jennifer. We're right there with you. We understand that. And,
yeah,
to be real, it does, you do feel it. You absolutely
yeah,
feel it when
yeah,
loved ones are not here with us any
yeah,
longer. The dynamics change,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Jennifer, she's missing her husband. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
bet. That's
It's
tough.
Jennifer is a good reminder for all of us to appreciate the people that we love, because that's what we take with us when we go is our love and our memories. So maybe we all just keep making good memories together,
Yeah.
and hold on to the love. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Jennifer, for reminding us of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm glad that you have your children all
Mm,
around you, and you can continue to try to make new memories and do the best
yeah.
that you can. That's really all you
Yeah.
can do.
Hi, Sierra. Hi, Sierra. I feel him though. I feel your husband, Jennifer, so I know he's here with you.
I do
Jay.
too.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
he's
Weezy.
he's become a regular on these shows.
I always feel like these big bear hugs that he just is always wrapping his
I
arms
know.
around you.
I
He's
know,
like,
right?
I'm right
Yeah.
here. I'm right here. And you already know that.
Yeah.
And I know
Hey,
you can
Katie's.
feel that with him. Hello, is it Chris? Hi, Chris.
Good to see you.
Welcome.
Thanks for
Welcome
coming
in.
on.
So how's everybody doing? What is everybody planning on doing for the upcoming holiday, or even just at minimum, hopefully you have at least 2 days off, like Thursday and Friday, which I also welcome, for just rest time as well. So what's everyone doing this at the end of this week? Yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got
Kathy.
more holidays coming up in December too, and you might
Yeah.
see me hibernate after my last Sunday service. I'm gonna hibernate for a couple weeks there. You'll
Kathy
see me
says, yeah,
glimmer in here and there.
there's a need to feel for the people missing their loved ones, compassion and empathy. Not everyone deals with it the same way.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I agree,
Yes.
Kathy. Thank you. Thank you
Yep.
for
And
reminding
really,
us of that.
honestly, it doesn't matter what age you are because we can lose people at any age. I just know, speaking for myself, being, at age 60, everyone else has gotten older and people have passed away, and you feel it. I mean, our family get-togethers are not nearly as big as they used to be, and there's a little bit of sadness I have, but then there's a lot of memories that you can remember, and that can also make you smile though too, holding on to that.
Yeah, yeah. We are in the Neptune went into Aries, and I'm not in Jennifer probably understands this better than I do, as does Kelly, but back in March, and then it's made a brief comeback into Pisces again. So it's bringing back a lot of like nostalgia kind of emotions for people right now. I wouldn't be surprised, which is kind of nice because it's around the holidays. So it's a good time to be feeling that nostalgic connection and everything too. And then come 2026, it's going to be go, 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 everybody. Get to work.
I know.
So,
I know. Thank you,
so,
Kathy. That was very sweet of you. Thank you. I feel it when I get out of bed and I get up from chairs. My body hurts. Yes.
Isn't
Lynn,
it fun getting older?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful to do it because not everybody does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lynn is saying a lot of people have no family and very few friends to connect with. It's very sad. So whatever we can do to include them is important. It's true. We need connection. We need connection. We are biologically designed to be connected. It's how we are.
I agree. And sometimes too, when you're feeling really low, push yourself a little bit, have your downtime, but don't live there, and kind of push yourself. Like I said, you can do volunteer work. Just kind of push yourself to get out there, because you're going to be amazed having connection with a human being, how good that can feel.
Yeah. Hugs are a priceless, precious commodity,
Yeah, absolutely.
Kim has good news. Let's see. Kim said she has good news.
What's the good?
Oh, do tell. Do tell.
So I have some good news. Ooh, okay.
Yes, I don't know why I've been feeling like there's a surge today of loss. Am I picking? Yeah, you may be picking up on the collective a little bit too. Some collective loneliness. It would make sense. The energies have been kind of dreamy lately, and so it puts us in that place. There is a way to deal with loneliness. It's going to sound a little different from what we're used to, but what was funny was I was driving yesterday, and the radio stations kept playing songs about loneliness. It was like one after the other, and I'm like, what is this? I was like, but you can actually kind of like put yourself into it, and almost like, be in it, and like let that emotion kind of like work through your system. And then all of a sudden, like, because for sometimes you can think of it as an energy that wants moments of expression for the soul's experiential feelings, if that makes sense. So it's a feeling that is sacred within itself too. But it is one way of, like, instead of, like you were saying, Nancy, just totally like becoming it, it's a way of managing an emotion and giving the energy its place of like allowing yourself to feel, like moving into the feeling, but you're doing it intentionally. And that helps kind of the energy sort of like work through your system and find some relief. And I know that sounds really strange, but it actually really works. So it's like you can actually listen to songs about that and feel it, just like we like listening to sad songs, and they make us feel better sometimes because it allows our nervous system to process the emotions of it too. So it's just an alternative way of what we would call emotional regulation.
Yeah,
that we can do too. But yeah, it was interesting because you're bringing this up, and then like all of these songs were playing on the radio.
My gosh. So I can't get, I think
more than one station.
The Backstreet Boys. I've had that song in my head, Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely, for like a week now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The motels, like Only the Lonely. And then like All by Myself was playing. I mean, it was so, I was like, wow, what is it with this? So but this does happen around the holidays. It gets cold. People get indoors. They can't get out. We don't have the sun giving us the serotonin. So we have the seasonal affective disorder as well too. Everybody's busy, everybody's cranky. And so then we're just kind of in this too. So it's like, we have to figure out a way to know how to self-regulate our emotions. And then we also have to find a way to stay connected with each other as well too. So to sort of like manage it from different angles, that's helpful.
Really quick, just to catch up on the comments. So congratulations. It looks like she is going to be on Michael's show. Oh, that's fantastic, Kim. I can't wait.
Princesses.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
Yes.
December 4th.
Oh, I'm so excited. Yay. I can't wait, Kim.
We'll all tune
Congratulations.
in.
That's wonderful. Yay.
Fabulous. That's great. Thank you. I was also reading, and I am so sorry to hear this. Sunshine, we just lost our mom, and we've all been spending time together in our old family home. You know, I'm so sorry for your loss. I also feel a lot of tenderness and beautiful emotions around that. Spending time, having the availability to even be in your family home still. It feels really good, and I know it stirs up a lot of emotions and memories, and
Mhm.
there's sadness and all of those things. And even as I'm kind of saying it to you, I can picture my family home and what that felt like. Um,
Yeah.
just take it all in. And we're so sorry to
Oh,
hear of
yeah.
your loss with your mom. I know she's right here with you.
Yeah. That's really hard. That's really hard, losing mom. Yeah. Sunshine, would you understand you have an angelic connection with you because you have a lot of that energy around you as well. Um, and if that's not something that you understand, please know that that is with you to help you through your time of grief too. So I very much feel that around you too. So I hope that's just a
Mhm.
little something that I can give you. Also want to say hi to Jeffrey as well too.
Hi,
So
Jeffrey.
thank you for sharing with us, Sunshine, too. And
Yeah.
these are all just sacred moments. When someone passes away or we have these other kinds of losses, they feel so tragic, so devastating too. But what I would suggest with people too, if you could tap into the sacredness of it, you will find grace and some peace, and that will help. It will help it not feel just so like this, so shaky. But remember that there is sacredness in every change, in every transition, in every passing, in every goodbye. Yeah, you're welcome, love. You're
Yeah.
welcome. You're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been nice and comforting. Yeah, I
Hmm.
love that. Hopefully all of your
Yeah.
family is just all around and just loving on each other.
Hmm.
It's also a
Yeah.
great reminder, again, how short time actually really is and how important it is to spend time with the people that you love. And, there are bigger things that happen in families that, we do need to do what we need to do, but then it also makes us realize that some of it is just so simple and so not worth even, you know, having an issue over and just sometimes just letting some things go because at the end of the day, some of that stuff doesn't matter.
Yeah, very true, very true. A lot of love for Sunshine coming into you. A lot of comments for you, love, giving you support. Hi,
Yeah.
Jeffrey. And you're right. And so it's like we want to honor our feelings and our experiences, and not deny ourselves what we need to feel. And at the same time, so trying to find a balance. At the same time, it's like if we were to lose this person tomorrow or something were to happen to them tomorrow, would we still be as upset over what just happened, kind of thing? So it's about kind of like putting things into a measurement or a perspective,
Right.
um, still honoring your heart and how you felt if something happened too, because we don't want to take that away from to the little one and us too, but also understanding that we are all human and we can move in and out of different, personality, personas and things like that, different ways. And so we want to be able to have good boundaries and expect that people treat us with kindness, respect, but also understand that people are human too, and they may make a mistake sometimes, and we can give people a pass at times too. Yeah. So
Agree. Agree.
surge of loss. Yeah. So thank you all for sharing. Hi, Tammy, who's just joined us too. Thank you all for sharing that people are feeling this sort of wave of loss and loneliness in the energies right now too. So
Yeah.
that makes this a good day that we're all together today, because now
And no, you're not
we're
alone.
together.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
definitely not alone. And I know this is kind of, something we've all heard, but you know, the feeling, the memories that kind of flood us. So think of it this way. Let me try to figure out how to get my words out properly. So even though, and I know it can hit a little bit harder during the holiday time, on the upside, I can literally kind of put myself back in the scenario when I was younger and we were all together in our family home. And I can feel some of those really happy times and I can smile about it. And so, like, it's so deja vu. It's so, what would the word be? It's kind of, Jennifer, like when you hear a song and it can literally put you back into when you were in high school. You can
Yeah.
literally, maybe feel the butterflies or feel like that's a real thing. Like that's a real thing that happens in your
Nostalgia.
body.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about nostalgia? Yeah,
It's
very
pretty
true.
cool.
Listening to our music, the music that we used to play, like especially seems like when we're teenagers, like because that's such a an intense part of growth in our youth too, and it just it just brings you back to that point,
Yeah.
and that's why we all have our favorite decade of music that we like because it brings us back to a certain time where maybe we felt more free, or
Mhm.
maybe we felt more connected or more individualistic. And
And
Kim
some of
Princess
it's
is
good and
saying,
some of it's bad too, right?
yeah, yeah, we tend to be a little hardwired sometimes to remember more of the bad stuff than the good stuff. So
True.
it's a good example to actively think about good memories too,
Mhm.
right? And I know, hi there, Sinsen. I know that when we connect mediumistically with people's loved ones, they often are bringing back the happy memories that they remember because that's what they have with them. But they remember everything, so they can remember all the good stuff too. And so we tend to sometimes forget some of those
Mhm.
things, but out of protection sometimes. But
Yeah.
I think it's good to remember. Yeah.
And something that you have encouraged me to do, Jennifer, because
Mhm.
even sometimes when I have these memories, like it reminds me, I don't want to be 16 again. Like that felt really not good when I was in that particular place. But I allow the emotion to kind of go through me and I kind of feel through it. And what you've kind of taught me lately is where are you actually feeling that emotion in your body? Like where are you feeling it? And
Yeah.
it can also kind of help me connect and heal if I can actually pinpoint like what I'm feeling and where I'm feeling it. Where before, I think I was just a little not really paying attention. You just know it didn't feel good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
We move into resistance, and resistance it just doesn't work. You can try to logically let go a million times, and it's like the mind is not going to win over the emotion and the heart too. So it's like
yeah.
there are parts of us in our uh consciousness that just want to be seen and heard and witnessed. I did actually just post about that today. And so I'm calling it like conscious immersion. And so it's like you are aware that you're moving into the feeling and the experience and the emotion versus being taken over by it, but you're aware that it's there and you're in it. And so you're purposely giving it the time, the witness, the feeling, and allowing yourself to experience the intensity of the emotion that you've been resisted. And the magical thing is the energy moves quite quickly when you do that, and you feel so much better. And then you start to come into a much more peaceful state every time you do that. It brings you into more and more like conscious integrated awareness too, and you start to feel more you than you did before, which is a wonderful thing.
It's really been
Jeff,
helpful. Yeah,
yeah,
agreed.
I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm so
Mhm.
happy that that's helped. We're so scared of our feelings, but they're like little children that are just asking for some love. So if
Right.
we just think about that
Not to
too.
push them away. You're right.
Mhm.
Allow
Yeah,
them and do what you got to
yeah,
do to nurture them.
hmm,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just want to mention something, Kim. You talked about, I have let so much go because we are here in the
Mhm.
blink of an eye. I don't want to regret not spending time with loved ones because I've been wronged. It's hard, but it is what it is. So,
Yeah.
I want to talk about that a little bit, Kim, because we are human. Okay. We are human. We are going to react when we feel like somebody has wronged us. And depending on the situation, you might need to go into a place where you are for sure creating boundaries. Maybe that situation or that person is no longer healthy for you, or you're not finding that you're in a peaceful place because of this situation or this person. Sure, at the end of the day, people are going to come and go. People are going to pass in our lives. What we don't want to do, this is where I feel you need to make a conscious decision on what's peaceful in your life, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be left with feeling all of this guilt and remorse that you did something wrong or you should have done it differently. So it really gives us the opportunity to really look at it in a very peaceful way and make that decision for yourself, what's best for you. And again, let's not do it in the anger mode. Let's kind of take some steps back. You don't have to make a decision right away, to kind of think it through, because you do not want to feel guilt. And how many of us, people have passed and we said, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. I don't know about you guys, but I am over feeling the guilt. I'm over it. We are human. We're human.
Yeah. And we also can, because in spirit world, they have no problem coming through and saying, yep, I did that. They take accountability with no problem at all. They apologize with no problem at all. And they want to create healing. And it's like, we can do that here too, but for some reason we're so scared of saying sorry. We're so scared. And it's such a gift, and it doesn't mean anyone is more superior than the other. It's just saying, like, I acknowledged that this action caused suffering to you, even if you didn't intentionally do it, because we do things very unconsciously a lot of times, especially if we're stressed out, then one of those costumes of protection from the closet, back in that comes out and wreaks havoc on you. Now you have a big cleanup to do, but, and it's like, it's such a gift of freedom too. So if we have a chance to do that, but then, like you said, if we have been wronged, we can also tend to ourself with that too. We do have a responsibility to take care of ourselves as well too. And then, just make a decision. It's like, how big would this be? Honestly. So it's like, it's such a balance, it's such a balance in how we work it out. But people can be gone so fast. And it's like, would we regret holding on to a grudge because we needed to be right, or because we were in protection mode kind of thing? Yeah, that's really hard. Holly, my dad passed recently. I talked to him after he passed. I hope he has cleared our karma from this lifetime and a past lifetime. I forgive him. I just hope we cleared our karma. Oh, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Talking is good.
Yep. He never said sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna say sorry to you, Holly, because he didn't say sorry.
Yeah.
But what I will tell you, Holly, is I've never met someone in spirit world who hasn't been sorry and understanding of the consequences of their actions. And so know that if he didn't say it in the living, which I wish he could have for you, I wish that for you. But since it didn't happen, I can tell you 100% that from spirit world, he loves you and will do everything he can to make your life better from spirit world, with the broad understanding, because there is a great opening and a healing process that takes place, because the consciousness is not back in the realm of duality anymore. So it's like what we would say is without the ego. Therefore it's like he is a safe, loving person to be with in spirit. So I hope that's helpful for you, Holly.
Holly, I actually do feel him around right now.
Yeah.
And I'm almost hearing, I didn't know any better, but I knew better. Those are the words that I'm hearing. I didn't know any better, but I knew better. I just didn't know how to express myself always. And it seemed to come out wrong or not at all. And I do feel like he is going through a um, remorseful awakening on the other side. And I don't think that happens necessarily in the blink of an eye. I think kind of like us being here, there's a process that's in place. And I do think that on the other side, they are going through certain reviews and they're learning what it is that they learned when they were here, and maybe what they could have done differently. So I do feel like that is continuing on for him, but I do feel him around you, and I do feel like there is remorse. And I agree with Jennifer. I'm also hearing him say, I'm sorry you didn't get what you needed when I was here. So I want to share that with you. And I'm really sorry you didn't get that when he was here, but it does exist. I wanted to share that with you.
Yeah. And she was saying in the comment that there was abuse there too. And I just want to say, I'm so sorry that you went through that. I'm so sorry. It's not okay. It isn't. I don't use spirituality to make any of that okay. It's just not. So
and maybe that's why he said, I didn't know any better, but I knew better.
Yeah. So when we have split consciousnesses, that isn't integrated. So whatever he went through, this is going to give you understanding, but it's not the same as an excuse. Okay. So whatever he went through that he didn't process, splits the psyche so that the darkness doesn't have a way to be healed, and without healing himself through counseling and so forth too, then it's like there's a continual acting out of impulses, if I may say too. And so it gives you some understanding. But I also, the most important thing is to know that you are seen and that you are loved. This isn't a counseling show, but if there's a moment where I can just give you love and say, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that too. I believe that our children are our most precious gift in the world. And so the better that we as adults can make ourselves more whole, then the better we will treat our kids. And then this is what is going to elevate humanity. This is what ascension is going to look like,
right. Right.
So,
and breaking those cycles.
Yeah.
And becoming the loving people that maybe we were not always around when we were growing up, to be able to have the ability to break that cycle. I do feel like with him, there was a lot of numbing going on. I don't know if there was alcohol involved, but I definitely feel like there was a lot of numbing that had adverse reactions.
Yeah. Thanks for all the love that you're all giving each other in the comments. So this is deep. We always get deep on this show.
Beautiful.
So yeah. Thank you all for supporting each other, for one another in there. Yeah. You're very welcome. We love you, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nurturing, where you didn't get the nurturing where you expected to get it from, I do feel like you have others around that do give you a lot of love. And most importantly, make sure you're nurturing yourself, because I think as children, and there's no reason why we wouldn't expect to get it from our parents, but that does not always happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. What I will tell you too, Holly, is you have the most beautiful light that, and so I just want you to know that we see you. You just have the most beautiful light about you too. And so what a gift to the world that you are.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We're not necessarily doing a reading show, but Kay Weezy, I do want to add something. I feel like, I don't know if there's a decision that you're trying to make or there's something pending for you. But I feel like you're overthinking, where you definitely need to follow your intuition, but I also feel like there's been a little bit of a waiting period, a little bit of stalling, if you will. Um, I'm just hearing for you, have a little patience and really um, trust in your intuition on what you think is the right decision. Um, I hope I'm close to what you might be feeling, but I feel like there has been almost like a halt in trying to figure out what you want to do next, and getting really impatient with it. But I do feel like there is going to be a lot more motion in place, probably in 2026. I feel like a little bit more confidence is going to be arriving for you. And when I say confidence, I really mean you're going to just go for some things. Okay. You're going to just say, what do I have to lose? And I feel like there's going to be some shifts for you in February and March of next year. And I don't like to be a fortune teller, but that's kind of what I'm getting for you. I feel like it's going to be the early part of next year where things are really going to be starting to come into place for you. Not that they're not in place right now, but I do feel like you're waiting on something. There's something going on, or some decisions that you want to bring to fruition. So I hope that helps a little bit.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Just go for it.
Yeah, my friend Tony from Texas is here. He knows Tammy too, from Texas, and he says what we didn't get from others gives us more clarity for what we can do for ourselves. I love that perspective, Tony. Thank you for sharing that. Absolutely, too. So,
I agree.
May we all make a big list of how we can love ourselves better, without any without any feeling guilty, just opportunity, not in a guilty way, in an opportunity way. How can we love ourselves better? And that can go from self-care to, anything, self-care, meditation, affirmations, therapy, inner child stuff, playfulness, all kinds of things. Like there's just a million ways.
Not to get too deep any more than we've already been, but I will tell you something. And again, this is kind of just real talk, but we do understand that, when you don't always get the nurturing and the love that you needed, it can get a little old, kind of trying to do it on your own and get it on your own. I understand that. And I think Jennifer's advice is great, that we do need to love ourselves, but also to remember to allow other people that really are trying to embrace us, and really love us, to let that in, let that in
absolutely.
a little, open the door a little bit more. I know for me, I don't like people doing anything for me. I don't like asking for help. So all of those things can kind of keep us in an isolated place in our life where we're just having to make it on our own. And sometimes we do need a little bit of help. Sometimes
we do
help from others. And that's okay.
It's for yourself and for each other. Yeah, absolutely. For yourself and for each other. And it is an act of love to let love in too, like an act of self-love to let somebody love you too. Because if we carry armor around our hearts all the time, then like what are we denying ourselves? We're denying ourselves connection.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. And that's not as loving as we could be for ourselves too. So absolutely. We're friends, Nancy, and, we're friends with Kelly, and we all are supporting each other like the best that we can. So we're good models for what Nancy's speaking of too. We and we're all busy right now, so we haven't had quite as much time to stay connected as we would have liked. But, we hold the bucket for each other. It's non-judgment, and it's, we don't try to fix each other. We don't judge each other. We just whatever we are and we need to be in the moment, and whatever we need to get out of our system, we just do it, and it's like, that is such a gift, to know that somebody cares, and like we were talking about at the beginning of the show, just those little acts of kindness, of smiling at somebody, because people are lonely. They are lonely too.
You don't know what other
Yeah.
people are going through either, right?
Hi,
Right.
Tina. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it gets really easy to focus on all the negative things that are going on in your life. I mean, we're all guilty of that. It's so easy just to focus on all the things that are not going right. And, you know, even as a medium, as somebody who loves helping others heal, I have to remind myself too that, you know, I need to get out of that place sometimes too, and look at things that may be in a different light. Um, because looking at things in a negative just brings us more negative, and it keeps us stuck in a place of not feeling good, not being happy, and it kind of wreaks a little bit of havoc, you know, within ourselves, within our body as well. And it's
Yeah.
not a good feeling.
Yeah. Thanks, Kim Princess. Got that. We got that from our friend Val.
Yeah,
Holding the bucket. It's just
like
like
that
whatever you
saying.
need to say, blah blah blah. And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? Right. But you know, everyone's getting a seat at the table and getting a voice, you know what I mean? And so what a gift. And the magic of a witness to an experience. It's
Mhm,
magic, a witness to
mhm.
an experience, a witness to a feeling, a witness to an emotion, and somebody who would do that without trying to logic and reason and fix and all of that, unless that's what a person is wanting, you know, because sometimes they may want that too. Hi, Michael Christopher. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey,
Um,
Michael, come
is
on in.
yeah, it is a beautiful gift. Yeah, you want to come in and join us, Michael Christopher?
Come on
And
down.
to what was I going to say too? And there's a point where it's like in our lives, there's so many blessings that we can feel grateful for, and then at the same time, there's going to be challenges that we're going through, and it's just like holding both in both hands. You know, like I
Yeah.
have all these blessings, and then I have my challenges, and I'm holding them both in both hands, and it's just like there's a sacredness to both, and you're going to go through the feelings of the sadness and the grief and the gratitude and the happiness, and you just start we're just like on this little we're on the wave of the feelings, you know, and they're all just beautiful, and it's just one beautiful package. And so aren't we all here in this just like ocean of emotion, just riding these waves going like this
A
too?
lot. Like this
Yeah.
human thing is not easy.
Michael Christopher is couch surfing.
Um,
That sounds fun, buddy.
so hey Wheezy, I'm nodding my head yes, because I feel like I'm being told to nod yes, that you should continue that with that. If I want to
Yeah.
do my music or not, it's a yes, you should. Because I
Mhm.
also feel like it's not just about doing the music, it's about what it does for you. It's about the feeling that you get from it. It's about the feeling that others get from it that is coming from you. So I definitely feel like it is part of your DNA. I feel like it's definitely supposed to be part of your life, especially right now.
Yeah. I love that. I love
That's what
that.
I'm hearing for you.
Beautiful. And Tina got it. I want to say hi to her too. She's another medium in our
Tina.
community, and she's saying community is so healing when you've been through things. We strive with human connection that is positive and like-minded. So absolutely right. Absolutely right. Um, so that reminds me, let's for anyone who's just joined us, we went through some quick announcements at the very beginning. And our next Fashionably Spiritual is going to be in 2 weeks on the 8th. We also have on the 13th a live demonstration in the OC area in Tustin on the 13th at 3 p.m. Pacific too, with Kelly Brickle and Lynn Juno as well too. And also I've got Sunday service this Sunday too, with Miss Nancy Muratalla and Miss Kelly Brickle as well too. And it's one of our 2 holiday services. So talk about having a community to join this Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific and 6 p.m. In the UK, because I've got the Sparkle Queen of Scotland, Alice Trevorrow, as one of our mediums coming back. She's a really good friend of mine. And also the Queen of Ireland. I'm trying to find her queen title. I'm working on Judith Miller's queen title, but she's the physical medium queen for now over in Ireland, joining her too. So I've got two, they're very good friends. And so they're going to be our guest mediums. And we're doing a 2-hour holiday Sunday service. And then our Sunday service on the 14th is going to be all Team Angel. So we've got 2 more to finish out the year with, but that is a safe, loving space that you can join. And then Kelly is putting the Hope for the Holidays information right there on the little ticker underneath us too. So it gives a chance to get those quick announcements out to anybody who knew who's joined us as well too. And I've got an art show on Embracing Infinity this Friday after Lynn Juno's Kaleidoscope of the Soul, coming up this Friday too. So that's going to be fun. I got Paul Bond coming back on, Magic Realism artist. I'm very excited. Oh my gosh, Nancy, everybody. I had Robin Wolf on last Friday and she does these amazing autographs and she did one for me and she's going to post it on Facebook soon. It's so cool.
Oh, wow. What's an autograph? What is that?
Like she's tuning into your aura and then she makes like a painting for you, kind of like a picture for you too. And it's got, oh my God, it's so amazing. I don't know how she did it so quick, but I feel truly blessed, but it was an amazing, we were doing a screen share of all of her art. I think you were working that day and it was just amazing too. But I would recommend her to anybody who wants to get that done for themselves too, because it's cool. Beautiful. Yeah, that was so cool. So I'm all excited because I just found that out just a little while ago too. Thank you for putting that on for our Sunday service. It's at mediumjenniferrose.com that you can sign up and you can join the service as well too. It is a really loving, safe space. So we hope that you guys will come. Yay, you made Kate Breezy's day. Woohoo!
Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, Sunday service is a great place to come together as a community. I definitely would highly recommend it to everyone, to anyone. It will make you feel connected as a community. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't have to physically, I mean, you can do both, but physically going into church services, we're just a very loving group. And Jennifer's been doing this since 2020, Jennifer?
Yeah, right before COVID, we started live and then we went to Zoom, which actually turned out to be a really good thing. And that's what Spirit guided me to do. It's like, just find this place for the love of Spirit, just create a place that people can come to for the love of Spirit. And it was just that
very
simple.
Beautiful.
And so I've been very blessed of like what we've all created together from it too. And it's just loving. It's just love. Yeah. It literally is the love of Spirit. So, a lot of fun too. So yeah, we'll love to see all of you too. Kim is saying she'll be there. Yay.
I'm trying, but I'll be there.
Yay.
It's 1 year to the day my godmother died, my second mother on that date. Oh, that's gosh. Beautiful.
Oh. Well, I'm honored that you can join us on that day because it's a very sacred day for you, Kim, too. Yeah. So thank you for joining us because it'll be a place where you can feel the love. Absolutely. So
that's gorgeous. I love that.
Yeah. You're so beautiful, Kim.
Tony says, loving ourselves can make room for others to show in their most authentic expression of love towards us. That's really beautiful. Yeah, I agree with you. And, I don't know that any one of us is going to totally get that down, but it's definitely something we should strive to do, is to love ourselves, because we can't do that until we actually can make peace with ourselves.
Yeah, it's a beautiful journey, and it is a brave one. It's a brave journey to look within, to look inside at yourself, and to practice things you're not used to doing, and to come home, because coming home is coming home to yourself. And in this process, you realize like, oh, wow, I've kind of abandoned some parts of me in order to survive. And then to give love to that too. So try to do this process with compassion and honesty. And then we can see to like, if there's ways that we've been treated or patterns that we've been in that we aren't liking, we can find our part inside of that too with compassion, right? And when we look at it and honestly look at it with compassion and acknowledgement and bravery too, we can change it. We can change it. And so we are all on this journey together, day by day. We get a little bit better, we grow a little more, and we do it through self-reflection. And then we also do it with each other, through community and friendship and connection is both too. So yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's really easy to take 10 steps forward and, 15 steps backwards sometimes. And again, we're only human. And, as you were talking about that, Jennifer, I'm also feeling like, making peace even with the parts of us that we don't like, or the things that we wish we would have done better. Hopefully we're given the opportunity to do it a little bit better the next day, and hopefully the next day and the next day and the next day, and do a do-over.
Yeah.
It's going to take that long to get it right.
Yeah. The work we do for self is exponential in the rewards that we give. And it's like, if we're willing to put time in ourselves every day, we will grow, we will change, we will transform. And the outwardness of our life, of what's being reflected back to us, will change and grow too. So we will see ourselves losing those old patterns where we kept having the same shit show up for us over and over and over again. And all of a sudden we're not having that anymore. You know what I mean? Now new things. So but it's like Louise Hay, it's just start with, I'm willing to change. I'm willing to change. Right. And that doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It's just, I am willing to change. We're going to anyways. Right. But if we do it willingly, there's more energy to it. And then it's almost like the universe doesn't have to come in and say, okay, you're not, it's like the whisper turns into a knock, turns into a nudge, turns into a shove, turns into a wall kind of thing, kind of concept kind of thing, and then it's like, if we're willing to actually willingly put the work in to change, and that doesn't mean broken or fixing, it just means growing, expanding, improving. And that's what it's evolving. That's what evolving is. That's what evolution is. So maybe we can just call it, we're willing to evolve, but that requires willing to look at what's inside. There may be some darkness there. Hello, we live in a realm of duality. We're human, right? And so anything that we may see outside of us that we don't like, we may find remnants of that inside of us too. That's okay. But it just means being brave and willing to give that love. Because what happens when you start to give the darkness love? It transforms, and you see the purity of your light underneath it, just waiting to be uncovered too. That's where the magic is too. So I'm on one AirPod, so I hope I sound okay, because the other one I can get the charger.
Can we talk a little bit about hello, all the elements? Can we talk a little bit about so I love everything that you just said. I feel like when we're kind of cruising along in life and, we're trying to do all these things, and we're really trying to heal ourselves, love ourselves, all the things. When you feel like something is still just not right anymore for you, I want to talk a little bit, Jennifer, about, let's face it, sometimes there's things we cannot just change overnight, but you feel it in your soul. You feel it in the energy that you have shifted you've changed, you've grown, and maybe certain people and certain things just don't feel like home anymore. They just don't feel right anymore. What do we do with this?
Take a step. just
Yeah.
just take one step. Find one good thing to focus on and work from there and let that grow. Um, Jeffrey is saying it may be that our unconscious is a child that responds to tenderness. Yeah, very true. Very true. We're going to go through constant gestations, pregnancies and births and things like that, and rebirths too. But yeah, so you start looking at your life and you start thinking, is this all there is? Or this isn't fitting for me. This reality isn't working for me anymore. Something needs to change, needs to shift. Chances are when you start saying that, like, okay, I want to change, you're going to get it. I'm just saying, but
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I know. Just start with how about we pull inside of us what we desire, right? And now there are some concepts out there that might tell you desire is wrong, but desire is what drives evolution. So what if we got a journal out and just wrote with no judgment at all everything that we desire, and just write it down and then find what's down in there so that you can actually see it of what you want. And then, what's giving you the most charge. And then it's like, okay, what's a step? What is the next step that we can take with that? Right. And so it's just like that takes some time and some thought, right? It's like, so it's like, Nancy, what are 3 things that you desire to feel, to experience, to have for yourself? It could be a house. It could be the feeling of joy. It could be to be of service. It could be all of those things at once, and they're all good for you.
I think that's a great start. And I've actually had that exercise done where the things that we are battling with, sometimes, again, it's almost kind of a little bit like having anxiety where you're thinking about all of these things at one time. But if you could just write down the things that maybe no longer serve you, maybe the things that are challenging for you, and then on another piece of paper, what are the next steps? What are steps you can do to make that feel better, to make that change, to make that move in a direction that would feel better for you? So again, I think if we do it step by step and we take it one thing at a time, journal, write, whatever it is that you do, just don't let it feel like this, because it's going to stay feeling like that. It's too much at one time. You have to be able to sort it out and put the intention out to the universe, write down what are the steps you can take, right?
Yeah.
What do you
and
want?
break them down in little baby steps. So if I have something I got to do on the computer that feels overwhelming, I'm going to break it down into baby steps, like literally sit in the chair at the desk, turn on computer, click on link, like make it that baby step, because those are things that you can handle when you feel overwhelmed by things. So make it into little micro steps, and that becomes doable for yourself. It doesn't feel so scary to the psyche, to the mind. What I would also suggest is we've got to, especially as ladies, we've got to get into our bodies, because everything that we're desiring mentally and emotionally is going to be created and manifest through the lower part of the body, because we live in this earthly reality, and all of our power, women, is down here, our power center, 1, 2, and 3 there too. And so we've got to get down in there so that we have a nice balance of, our masculine doing and our feminine creating too. And the vice versa may be true for men, is like they've got a lot of the doing, but then they want to get some of that heart energy into the creating, so that there's a nice flow in there too. And so that takes energetic work, and then it just also takes just grounding too, and getting things out of our system. Tony, think very mindfully. What we find mundane, we could be on the verge of the most beautiful experiences. Absolutely. I love that too.
I do too.
Yeah. And sometimes what feels like boredom is actually just safety. You know,
Mhm.
our nervous system is feeling safe for the first time. And because we've been in survival mode and we've been running on cortisol and we've been running on like, this world isn't safe, people aren't safe, love isn't safe. And then as soon as it is, because there's no big drama charge to it, we go, oh, we're bored. That
Mhm.
must, I
Right.
must need to go find something different.
Right. Right. Right.
Right.
Or too, we're playing it safe and we're staying in the net. And it's
Yeah.
okay sometimes to jump out of that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
exactly. Both
what
sides could be true. Yeah.
what Tony said is quite beautiful because if you think of it this way, so rather than, oh my gosh, like I don't want to do this anymore. I want something different or I want to manifest something. There are so many little miracles happening all around us that we can have. So if we could change our thinking into more excitement than, I don't know, devastation, feeling all the feelings of not feeling okay about what's currently happening in your life. Think of what all opportunities you still have yet to discover and get excited about that.
Yeah. I had an idea when you said that. We could have a journal for all the stuff we're pissed about and a journal for all the stuff that we're grateful for. And both journals matter.
Yeah.
This really sucks. Blah, 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 blah. These are all the things I'm grateful for.
Pissed off, happy book.
Everybody gets a seat at the table.
That's fantastic. Hey, it doesn't matter as long as you're getting it out, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You do it any way that you need to.
and have a person to hold that darn bucket for you. I'm telling you.
Yes,
It
yes.
really helps. Yeah.
Thank you, Kathy. We're glad that some of this can help you because it's real life stuff.
It is. And that's what spirituality is. It's how can we live a better life? We came here to be human. How can we make this very short time be the best it can be?
Yeah.
And so spirituality isn't meant to escape being human. It's meant to make it the best experience possible for ourselves, the most magical one possible too. And so, wow. But when we're honoring the spectrum of all of our emotions and all of our experiences, like that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind
Yeah.
of special. But
Yeah, it really is.
yeah, honoring the miracles that we have. You're so right, Nancy, too, because to somebody who has a heart problem, you know, they're going to really appreciate, hey, Michael's in. They're going to really appreciate a beating heart. We think of our heart just beats. We don't even think about it, right? And it's like, we can just take a moment and go, oh, thank you, heart. You're beating so well. And you've been doing that since before I was born. Somebody who can't breathe, they've got COPD or they're sick or something like that, that's where they got asthma, right? Don't they appreciate every breath of air that they can take? But we don't, so we can go, oh, thank you, lungs, for breathing for me so I can live this life, right? It's like, those are like all the little mini miracles, and that feeling I get when the storm is over and the clouds part and the sun comes in and I go, oh, it's like when you go outside after being sick and you finally get to go outside and get fresh air again, like that feeling, that's a little mini miracle too. And then there's all these magical synchronicities that we all have that we all get to experience together too. It's like we get all those too. Like the synchronicities are effing amazing, right? Hey, Jill.
Right. And
yeah, so I love that you said that.
You can
Nancy.
also take that to a different place too, Jennifer, because more often than not, we don't always understand each other and we don't know what we don't know. We don't know what we haven't experienced either yet to experience or we haven't experienced it. We don't know. Yeah. So that's why, again, I do always feel like we need to give others grace, even when somebody cuts us off, even when somebody does something that's, not happy, You know, we don't know what not that it gives them permission to, be a jerk, but sometimes we don't know what somebody's gone through. I kind of always go back to, I don't know if it was a movie or something I saw where, somebody was driving, not erratic, but like, trying to cut in front of somebody, and they just lost somebody, and they were crying and they were trying to pull over and they were trying to get off the road and people were just
Yeah.
honking and they were so pissed off, and we just don't know. We don't know what we don't
Yeah.
know. And if we can all just take that a little bit into consideration, it goes so far.
Yeah. Sometimes it's, we judge what we don't understand. We judge what we don't
That too.
understand too. And
Yes.
so, yeah, we got deep once
Michael,
again.
I don't know, but I know that's probably a real thing for you. But when I read stuff like that coming from Michael, I just want to chuckle. But
I know.
but amen, Michael. I love that for you.
Every because of your transplant, right? Every time you have to pee, you're like, "Thank you, donor." I would.
That's fantastic. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. I would thank that person. Thank
Yes.
that person.
We're happy you're in the world too, Michael.
Yeah, a lot to be grateful for. Absolutely. Too. Could have worded that better. No, we love you. You're just real.
You worded it just like you.
Exactly.
I love it. You always make us laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, just holidays. Do them as you're going to do them. Get through them, how you're going to get through them. Just give yourself a little bit of grace and, do what you can for yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
We understand there's a lot of loneliness. There's a lot of sadness during the holidays. And, my heart goes out. And if you could just make somebody else's day bright by just saying hello and, wishing them happy holidays, that could go a long way.
Yeah. You're so right, Nancy. Absolutely. Sometimes it's just like in doing something nice for somebody else, it makes us feel so much better. It just shifts the energy so much more positive. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
so I think, Nancy, that you said the word is grace, and let us give each other that. Let us give ourselves that. And it'll make a much more peaceful time of year for everybody around too. I think so. I think you picked the best word too.
It's not all about the hustle bustle and shopping and it's more than that. It's about humanity.
Yeah. And things take as long as they take, and that's where grace comes in. Healing is going to take as long as it takes, and that's where grace comes in. And understanding is going to take as long as it takes, and that's where grace comes in. It just saves the day all the time, doesn't it? God bless grace.
Oh, Jennifer, that's so beautiful. I love that your mother was an organ donor, and she said, wow, 3 lives.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a gift.
That is something.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Jennifer.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. Michael, how much longer will we be on tonight? I could go put my false tooth in and jump. I want to see you without the false tooth.
Yeah, we're at 7:30, so I think we're about to wrap it up. But yeah, we've had such a beautiful night. Lynn is saying giving to somebody in need is a fast way to get out of your own head. Yeah, very true. It feels good to help. It feels really good to help.
It does. I mean, there's so many different drives out there, especially during the holidays, for the kids. There's a lot of kids in shelters. There's a lot going on that we can kind of distract ourselves if we're feeling, a little bit of loneliness or sadness that can really uplift our spirits.
Absolutely. I'd also recommend, if you can, I know it's cold, but connecting with nature. it's very helpful. It gets us back into the connectivity because, there are two kind of forces that we experience as human, and one is connection and one is disconnection. And I was at the beach yesterday, and I was on the pier and taking some pictures and some photos, and I was just looking around at everybody, the kids playing underneath the pier that were digging in the sand, and then, couples holding hands, and then people in the water, people just sitting there enjoying the view. And it was just like everybody was doing their little thing, but somehow the ocean brought us all there. It called us all to it, And so even if everyone was in their own little mindset, we were all together. We were all connected. So there's something beautiful about nature that brings you out. Maybe it's a full moon. Maybe it's a new moon. Maybe it's the ocean. Maybe it's the snow. Maybe it's the rain. Whatever it is, like it will bring you back to yourself, bring you back to heart and to that feeling again too, because we need that.
You know what I love the most about what you just said
Mhm.
is that you actually paid attention and actually were in the moment and you noticed what other people were doing.
Yeah, thank you.
I
It was
love
fun.
that.
There's footprints in the sand, and people took little sticks and were making things in them, and the surfers and birds everywhere. And I was just like, wow, it was a nice moment. It was a very spiritual moment. Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you, Nancy.
I took my 21-year-old son to get his haircut yesterday, and I was sitting watching him, and I just kept remembering when he was younger how he was so squeamish every time they did the what are the trimmers,
Yeah, the little
the
buzzer clippers. Yeah, the
and he
little
would
neck
go
clipper. Yeah.
crazy when they got by the ears, and having him just sit there, getting a full haircut, having an adult conversation with an adult stylist. And I just kind of sat there in awe, just like
Look how
loving
far
the
we've
moment,
come.
loving the moment, and being in the moment right then and there, just kind of watching his interaction with someone. And I can't explain it, but it reminded me to be grounded and to be in the moment more, because there's so
Yeah.
many little special things that happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's just beautiful. That is living life.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it.
Yeah. You're a
We
good
love
mom,
you
Nancy.
all so much. We're so happy that you joined us tonight. Please know that we're all in this together.
Yep. Yes, well, thank you, Michaelson. We love you. Everybody,
Thank you.
Michaelson's going to be on Holding Space tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. in the UK, and live stream of consciousness on Thursday, same time. Oh, look at that.
You
Hey,
want to
bro.
show her? That was just my child's thumbs up. My adult child, I'm sorry.
I love it. What do the colors red and green for Christmas mean? That's a good question. I don't know.
Oh,
Green reminds me of the trees. I don't know. That's what green reminds me of too. Yeah. How did we get to red and green? That's a very good question.
I mean,
Very good
I don't even
question.
know how they decided to dress Santa in red. We'll have to get the history on that.
I do love red. I do love red. It's the color of love. Thank you, Jeffrey. Gratitude to you too, my friend. Thank you for
Yes.
being here. Thank you all. No one is alone. Remember that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Kim. No one is alone. That's
No
all
one.
an illusion.
Yep.
Loneliness is a real emotional experience that we have, but we are all spirit and we're all connected all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just remember all the spiritual prosperity we all have.
Yeah.
It's quite beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe we will see you all in 2 weeks for the next Fashionably Spiritual. This one was later than sooner, and the next one will be sooner than later. So we're covering both.
Balance that out. We will be back before you know it.
And let us saying this moment is all we have. Absolutely.
That is
Just
right.
this one moment. So yeah,
Yes.
focus on that one good thing.
Yes.
Follow it, see where it leads you.
And happy Thanksgiving this upcoming Thursday to everyone. We're sending you all lots of love. Eat lots of turkey, eat lots of carbs, and enjoy your day.
I love that. That was the best, Nancy.
Gobble, gobble.
Thank you for joining us all on Fashionably Spiritual. Thank you to our producer, creator, and owner of the Sacred Spiral Network, Kelly Brickle. We love you. She's been keeping us safe and running all the show in the background here too, and putting all these lovely banners up for us too. So we're very, very grateful. And we will see you in 2 weeks on Fashionably Spiritual. And again, more shows from the Sacred Spiral Network all week long. So we look forward to seeing you for all of those, and stay connected, everybody. Lots of love and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Love to all. Thank you.